hello, hello. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. As you can see, I got a new Red Mage glamour going here. It's, I don't know, it's pretty good, I guess. The body piece here is the, Dalmascan, what is it, body drape or whatever. It's alright, I guess. It costs way more money than it should, but that's what glamour is, so. Whatever. Anywho, here we go. More main storyline. Looks like we can get some, towards the end of Heaven's Word style food. So I'll probably just grab the Wildwood scrambled eggs, because the other two are just for healer or tank, and this can be used on everything, although the skill speed will obviously only affect classes with weapon skills. So. Master Wyvernhide, you are come at a most excellent time. An invitation from a truly preeminent personage was delivered to the manor but a short while ago. Would that you had been present to receive it, but in any event, Sir Aymeric de Borel, Lord Speaker of the House of Lords, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and Viscount of House Borel, cordially invites Master Wyvernhide to dine with him at his estate. You seem surprised. The messenger assured me that his lord had broached the subject with you at an earlier date, when the arrangements for the peace conference were still being finalized. Of course, the intervening moons afforded little opportunity for leisure. Okay, look, canonical evidence that months, moons means months, so at least months have passed since they made the House of Lords. So since the start of the game, years have had to have passed. At least a year, at least a full year, maybe even 2, okay? Time passes, and the game just fucking never acknowledges it, and it drives me crazy. Yeah. Sounds all fancy. You're making it sound fancy. Well, they did just give me that alpine coat. Now, I know they want me to look fancy, but I'm probably just going to wear what I'm wearing right now. It costed a lot of money. Therefore, it's the best thing for the cutscene. I kind of wanted different boots, but the thing with the pants that I chose for this glam is they cut off just below the knee, and basically any boots that are too high will cover up most of the leg portion, and any boots that are really short will, there'll be this weird, amount of shin varying from boot to boot. So these boots happen to go with it. So yeah. I dare say a man of action such as yourself enjoys nary a moment's respite. Aye, the battlefield beckons even now, I'm sure, but for this day we bid you lay down your burdens and raise a glass to peace and prosperity. Oh, nice interior here. I wonder if we can get those walls, that wallpaper in our house. I'll look at Clyde with his low-cut shirt. What a slut. This is why Aymeric is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, city-state leader. He took us to dinner, man!
To think the Moogles would prove such harsh taskmasters. Forgive me. I did not know you had suffered so in your quest for the horn.
Man, his chair must be high. He's not really that much taller than Clyde, but this scene's making Clyde look like a shorty.
I must say, your spirited accounts always come as a welcome change from the arid reports which fill my days.
Clyde's just like, yeah, I'm not falling for that trick again. First time I watched this cutscene, I did wear my Alpine coat. So you can be twinsies with Aymeric if you want to. You just dye your Alpine coat black or blue, and then boom, you know.
Though I have lived in these lands my entire life, to hear you speak of them, there is much and more I have yet to see. Truly, yours was a marvelous journey.
It wasn't all sunshine and lemon cakes. Let's go with this. Why not join me on the next?
Well, truth be told, when I think back on the sweeping vistas of the churning mists, I do feel some slight pangs of wanderlust. Alas, much as I would like to accept your invitation, I fear my present duties with the House of Lords demand my undivided attention. Someday, perhaps. By your deeds, you have helped us to lay the foundation for lasting reform. The formation of the Republic is but the beginning, for it is not only our system of governance which must needs change. We, the people, must learn to let go of our hatreds and rise above our bloody past. I only pray that I live long enough to see us achieve some measure of success, that I might know the lost did not die in vain. I can still see you there on the steps of faith, striding fearlessly towards the worm. If you could do that, who are we to balk at the challenges ahead? The question of how best to strengthen ties with the other great nations of Eorzea has been debated at length in the Lords and Commons of late. As you may imagine, maintaining stability during this period of historic upheaval is our paramount concern. Nevertheless, we are greatly indebted to the Alliance for their support during the Grand Melee, and it would be remiss of us not to repay their faith in kind. Of course, we owe you the greatest debt of all, and it is my hope that in extending our support to you and the Scions, we might also express our gratitude to our neighbors, nay, our fellow Eorzeans, whom we pray you will continue to protect. The Lords and Commons agree on very little, but not a soul in either house begrudges your order this offer of patronage. For all you have done and will do, we thank you.
Aww.
May I ask a personal question? Now that the dust has settled, what will you do? Not as a scion, I mean, but what do you want for yourself?
Lord Commander, pray forgive the interruption.
No time for myself. There's
News from House Fulton.
shit to do.
An urgent message for the Warrior of Light. I was instructed to deliver it without delay. Master Thancred returned to the manor a short time ago, bearing an injured maiden. Master Leveilleur and Mistress Tataru are tending to her wounds, but they like not her chances. Respectfully, my lord, they have requested the Warrior of Light's immediate presence.
Well,
You must go to them, my friend. And I shall go with you.
I do know a thing or two about healing. Red Mage has got Veracure, and obviously Astrologian has Asuna, and Benefique, and Aspected Benefique.
For every ending marks a new beginning. From tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn, as did he.
Who the fuck's reading this? That's not Edmund.
Only to be drawn unto another battlefield, another cause, as if by fate.
Well, the scriptwriter won't let me have any rest. I got a whole nother expansion or two to do, man. Let me up in that manner. Gotta see this maiden that Thancred bought in. Though I'm pretty sure you've already guessed who it is if you've been keeping up with the cutscenes. It's Alice.
Yes.
Is that...
Mm-hmm.
Alize, Alphino's twin sister. She ran afoul of the Warriors of Darkness. I had been tracking them since the ceremony at Falcon's Nest. Little did I know I was not the only one. Evidently, she had learned of their activities and attempted to shadow them on her own. Poorly. I rescued her in the Twelveswood, and together we fled north. But though I made every effort to cover our tracks, they caught up with us on the Ishgardian border. And in the ensuing struggle, Alize took an arrow to the shoulder. It was only after we had made good our escape that I realized it was poisoned.
Thank you for coming so quickly. And you, Sir Aymeric.
Think nothing of it. How is she?
We have done all we can for now. Although the immediate danger has passed, the poison yet lingers in her blood. We came to Eorzea together, hoping to bring salvation to the realm our grandfather gave his life to protect. But when confronted with the bitter realities of its politics and its petty powermongers, she was driven to anger and to doubt. She refused to become embroiled in what she termed Eorzea's squabbles and distance herself from the Scions. Though she remained hopeful of a brighter future, she would walk her own path. Would that it had not been so perilous.
Well, I mean, we fought Bahamut together, so...
For all our differences, she's as dedicated as any Scion to the salvation of Eorzea. But more than that, she is my sister. To be reunited with her, only to lose her forever. Gods, even to speak the words.
Take heart, Master Alphino. She will be attended by our most skilled chirurgeons. Bear Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary at once. Apprise Captain Whitecape of the situation, and inform him that she is to be treated as my personal charge.
Alphino, is the Warrior of Light... is he with you? Don't go, there is something I must say. The Warriors of Darkness are in league with the Ascients. Slaughtering the primals is but the first step in their plan. They make for Xelphatol to bring about Garuda's summoning and to kill her. You must stop them.
I shall inform the others at once.
Master Thancred, I would ask that you accompany Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary. Your knowledge of her injuries may well prove useful in determining her treatment.
Of course.
Well, well, well. He wanted to have more than one drink. He wanted to get Clyde heady on wine. I'm on to you, Aymeric, you sly dog. Who's that? Saw yet? Is she a girl? Saulette? I never noticed her before. Wildwood scrambled eggs. I'm a big fan of eggs. Shadows of the First, huh? Xelphatol sounds like a cough drop, man. Well, if the Fury's watching over anyone, I guess it's us. Really, though, it's just the scriptwriter. Wait, what did he say? Oh. Sad times. He hasn't wanted to make a new permanent charge out there. Well, whoever they are, they won't have to really contend with a whole lot. Heretics are done, and Dragon War is done. It would literally just be contending with the Ixal at this point, and perhaps any stray Garleans. Very well. Well, since we're gonna encounter the Warriors of Darkness, let's armor up. Xelphatol! Side effects include death. Okay. Well, we'll see if it queues instantly, then I'll keep recording. And if it takes, I guess if it takes more than the 5 minutes, then I'm just gonna wait on the queue. Or well, stop recording and wait on the queue. You know, call it quits and. Let's see. This would be a 50, 60, 70 roulette. Venture in need is healer. I guess I could go on healer. I wouldn't mind going on healer. But we'll have to redo my Astro Glam because, frankly, it's... I mean, I don't hate it. It's kind of goofy, but I like it. But since we got this Dalmascan top, we might as well, you know, get some good vibrations going here. Let's see, just glam these into glasses because glasses are the bomb. And then, let's see. I guess if we use those boots again that I've used on Red Mage, the Pagos boots. Then I guess we could dye them the same color as the top. Oh, there's the queue. Well, let's dye them anyway. I can't dye them. Yeah, whatever. Well, here we go. Into Xelphatol. That's one of my favorite dungeons, actually. It's all Ixali, all the time. And, no other Realm Reborn Beastmen can really say that they have... Well, I guess the Kobolds can. The Kobolds got a couple dungeons, don't they? They've got Pharaoh Sirius hard mode, and... Oh, I thought they had one other one. I didn't skip the intro cutscene, did I? I might have. If I did, I'm sorry. Now, the interesting thing about these first pulls here is there's, you know, these random, like boulders or whatever falling down. And those put Vuln stacks on the enemy. So if you can, get the enemy in those, because it'll make them die more quickly. And also, as a result of that, definitely don't be afraid to pull big, because you're not going to have any problems in this dungeon, especially if you've, you know, been keeping up with your poetics, or you've got some I-255 crafted. Machinist is just killing everything. Everything. Oh, I'm missing a slug. I'm missing a slug. Okay, I've got the slug. This first boss is an Ixali that's trying to fly. I guess he's succeeding. Yeah, he's got a balloon attached to him. He's got some interesting, I guess, mechanic here. He's going to go invulnerable because he'll be flying really, really high. Assuming we don't kill him before he takes off. Okay, yeah, there he goes. He's inflated his balloon all big-like. And you gotta smack this thing. And then what it does is, kaboom! You gotta stand under his whirlwind so that he... There's the air stones. They make him invulnerable for some reason. Let's see, what level was this? 225? Okay, so this was in like the same line as Pharaoh Serious Hard Mode, I think. I don't rightly remember what other dungeon dropped I 225 here. But you got, yeah, so you got all these wooden platforms and these, you know. The scope is that this is an actual place, and I love it for that. This caster, I swear, caster mobs. Don't be afraid to use up all your MP if you're on Dark Knight or like all of your resource, because yeah, get this key and then you use it to open this imposing gate, and then you jump in this elevator here. You got a whole little travel sequence. This dungeon has some getting around, you know. Not much, but it's preferable to just running in a straight line the whole time, basically. I mean, yes, we're pretty much still on a railroad to the end, but like there's a waterfall we're going by, like the atmosphere's all hazy. You know, there's these, you know, majestic cavern walls all around us. I didn't know that the Ixali kept siege Ubos. But ah well. Machinist has a cool gun. Oh. I want to tell them that they spread butter. Their purpose is to spread butter. That's a knockback. Haha. I negated your knockback. Eater, eater, eater. Now, if he gets to live long enough, he's gonna cast something on himself called Swift Feather, which will make his next cast instant. So you see, he's got that cleave, and basically it'll become a tank buster. So whenever he uses Swift Feather, You want to use a cooldown. But if you're quick enough, you can get behind him, right? So like I'm gonna use a cooldown anyway. Just run on through. And he got me. But sometimes you can avoid it entirely still. But don't really worry about avoiding it because obviously, he didn't live long enough for it to matter. And more importantly, you wouldn't want to cleave the DPS or the healer. It's just something you wouldn't want to do. Now, for this, you kind of want to ignore the monsters you're pulling and go straight for the dirigibles because they offload more guys. So, definitely want to focus on the dirigibles. These drop air stones. Okay. This is one of the more effective gating strategies if they wanted to actually prevent speedrunning dungeons. Because it prevents you from going, oh look, we got a little zip line. Oh, there's a zip line. I love zip lines. Zip line. Over here. And don't be afraid of that AoE. It ain't needed. Now what to do be afraid of is making sure you kill this other war balloon. Haha, only one guy got out of it. Wait, I guess one group of guys. Whatever. I'll get them all. But as you can see, it's a very short dungeon. We've only got one more trash pack after this, although obviously we've got the zip line, the second zip line. There's 2 zip lines. This dungeon has an elevator and 2 zip lines. Also, I just realized I'm the only not Mikote in this party. For shame, player base. For shame. How are we supposed to be diverse if everyone wants to be the same thing? Alright. Oh. Got like a buff Xali priest. Dude. He's swole. Puts Clyde to shame. Holy shit. Take our helmet off because yeah, I'm the only melee in the party, so they gave me Lord of Crowns. Yay, buffs. Toes off what title? I'll do a total. Oh, they give me a balance as well. How nice of them. So nice and thoughtful. Summon Garuda. Son of a bitch, he did it. I didn't realize that his group stack was actually controlling the birds in the air. I wonder if that means you can't actually debuff it. Like, debuff the damage. Yeah. Oh, they all left. So that was the sound of a treasure box opening, and... Valkyrie's Code of Scouting. Oh, I guess this is also the same, man, I wish I could get that color, that kind of coat on tank. I mean, you can, but it's brown. It doesn't look as nice as that nice dark green there. Anywho. Yeah, let's go ahead and head out. I would have liked to commend one of them. Woe is me. Also, my chair is really creaky.
Thank the gods! What happened?
Well, I killed a really, really buff Xel. That's what happened.
So they were unable to see the ritual to its completion. Then Garuda is no longer a threat, and whatever the Ascians and the Warriors of Darkness were planning has come to naught. But we should not tarry. The knights have secured our path to safety.
Well, if their plan was to kill Garuda immediately after the summoning, and we prevented the summoning, I mean, isn't that... I don't know. Maybe that's not the same. I don't know.
Well, what do we have here? You'd better not have killed the Primal without us.
They've added an Elizon to their ranks. Well, a second Elizon.
You!
Wait, I know you. Still walking, I see. I could have sworn my aim was true.
Just what is your game? Leading us the long way so these fools could step in and claim our prize?
No. Let's not make hasty accusations. By the look of things, the ritual was proceeding as planned.
Is that the same voice actress for Tataru, but she slightly altered her voice? I think
We
it
arrived
is.
at the appointed hour. 'Twas they who erred.
It is hopeless. We cannot face them all.
Sure we can.
Do mine ears deceive? A boy! So that's the way of it. Twins! You had me worried for a moment there. Know that I will happily make it quicker for you, if you just stand still.
Enough, Jarumul. We wouldn't want to upset the man in white with any unnecessary bloodshed now, would we?
Jarumul? That's not her name. What in the world is up with these names? He called the Rogadin Branzale. Like,
You've been awfully busy since we were kind enough to spare your lives.
dude, I would have wiped the floor with you.
While you were idly consorting with the Ascians, you mean? 7 hells! What could you possibly hope to achieve?
Should I explain it to you? Very well. Consider it a reward of sorts for beating us here. You know the tale of Hydaelyn and Zodiac, I take it? Of the Great Sundering and the reflections it created?
Across 10 and 3 they were divided. Reflections of the source, each possessed of shards of light and dark.
Just so. One of those reflections, the one nearest to the source, is our home. And we were the heroes blessed with her light. But not all worlds hold light and dark in equal measure. In ours, the power of light was greater by far. So the Ascians, who once threatened our home, were no match. And they fell before us, one after another, till none were left. Victory, we thought. And then came the light. A flood of pure, blinding radiance, annihilating shadow and color and life itself. Ere long, it will consume our world, leaving naught in its wake but blank perfection.
That cannot be. Do you honestly expect us to believe such a story?
Believe what you like. But it has happened before, on a world far removed from ours. The 13th, which was swallowed by the dark and transformed into what you call the Void.
Hey, Unokohai told us about that.
Unchallenged light would condemn us to a similar fate. And so we joined hands with our former enemies, and with their aid came here, to the source. For there is but one way to restore the balance and save our home. The Ardor. Calamitous destruction with the power to break down the barriers between planes and see our worlds rejoined.
You would doom our world to save your own? What would even become of us? Of you?
Enough. I tire of talking.
You don't know how it works though, dude. Because if you cause a rejoining, it'll just be your shard that gets sucked into ours.
You know our cause. You know what is at stake. We are prepared to do whatever it takes. Are you?
If there is aught you would say, say it. Otherwise, begone. You have no friends here.
It's kind of funny, if you've seen the promotional art and the trailer for Shadowbringers, then that mask that he's wearing ain't fooling you, and you know exactly who that Elezen is. But I won't spoil it just because. Just because. Very well, very well. Well, I think I've been recording for, I think just 7 minutes shy of the hour, right? Or is it 17 minutes? I thought it was, I looked at the clock when I got into Aymeric's cutscene. And again at the end of Aymeric's cutscene. Well, let's just ride back to Ishgard, not waste the money on teleporting. I find it funny. I'm pretty sure that the names that they're using for the Warriors of Darkness, either they're going to be explained away as aliases, for, you know, that wouldn't make any sense, or that they literally retcon and change their names later. See, he's called the Rogadin Branzail. He called the, what did he call the frickin' Makode? He called her Jerum Mail or Jerum Hale or whatever. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that those aren't going to be the names we see on them later. But I'll be able to reference this video and see if I was an idiot or not. And you will too, if you're watching. So, you know. We built this city. Bow, bow. We built this city on rock and roll. But yeah, I wasn't kidding about how much that one piece I got for my glam cost. You see, I'm down to 200k now. I was at 1.1 million before I bought it. Player base. Well, I don't really remember if a cutscene comes next, and I don't want to. I don't want to run out of recording time here, so I'm gonna stop the video there for now. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and have a good day.